Hello guys, my good viewers. I'm back again to address a question that I've been asked by you on my channel about how do you attain 20 tons and above in onion production. A very crucial question that we need to address because just as I said previously, in onion production, density matters. The numbers that you have per unit area in terms of the onions that you have planted in that space, that acreage is what matters a lot. When addressing the question of production or tonnage per acre of onions, it's about one thing, the population that you have per acre. You can't compare a farmer who is doing 100,000, for example, pieces of onions with that other farmer that is doing 300 pieces of onions in the same acreage. So the first thing that you need to address as farmers is your population per acre. It matters a lot. It will give you the yield. High population will bring high yield, and this is brought about by spacing. The spacing that you're using, if you're using drip line, if you're using the furrows, the spacing from one onion bulb to the other onion bulb, it matters a lot. For example, the best spacing to use is between 7 centimeters to 10 centimeters from one onion to the other. When you're using drip line irrigation, make sure that you're planting at the double planting of the drip line. And for example, if your bed is 1 meter, make sure that you're using 4 drip lines. If you do that, you are assured that you can get a high population of around 300,000 onions per acre, and with that it will translate to good yield that will come to about now 20 and above. So that is the answer number one. The other thing that you need to address in your tonnage is about your feeding program. You have to have a correct feeding program. Remember, the onion is a shallow rooted crop, so everything that your feeding revolves the upper horizon of your soil profile. So your feeding should be around the root zone of that onion. When planting, what are you using? Do you use DAP? Do you use the best fertilizer to start with is either your Yara Power or DAP, for example. How many times do you top dress your onions? Do you do 2 top dressing? Do you do 3? It depends with your soil conditions. So if you're doing your top dress, what are you using? It's good to start with high phosphorus fertilizer on planting. The second thing is when you are applying between 0 to 3 weeks, your onion needs to be vegetative, so you need to apply a fertilizer that is high in nitrogen. Between week 6 and 8, you need to apply a fertilizer that is well balanced. The phosphorus, the NPK should be well balanced. So it should be like a crop like 17, 17, 17, a fertilizer like that. Or like for my case, I use Yara products. So you find me doing the likes of sulfan, the like of Yara Winner and Nitrobo that will help me in feeding my onion. That is the second aspect. The third aspect that will help you to attain in your production per unit area to be over 20 tons is your watering regime. Onions, they need water, but a specific age between 0 to 3 weeks. You don't need a lot of water. You are only irrigating the parts, the root zone area. But once the onion start forming the bulb, make sure that your onion has adequate or enough water so that it can able to bulb well, so that it can be able to produce the bulb that is sizable in size. The other thing that I've come to see, if your soil has a problem in cracking or it has high clay content, make sure when your onions start bulbing, make sure that you remove the soil along your bulb. Make sure you remove that soil. With some, you can use a stick or modify something for your workers. They remove the soil around the bulbing area. This will help to increase, or the onion will not struggle. So what it is feeding through the foliar will directly go to the bulb. Actually, your onion should be at the top of the soil. You can literally see it when after you have fed it well. So thank you very much. Those are 3 key points. In summary, it's about the density of per unit area, your feeding regime, and water. How you're watering those 3 things will help you attain your density or your 20 tons per acre. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep liking. This is your farmer, K Farmer. I'm here to educate you. We are here to educate each other. Thank you very much. On the notification bell, ring it, subscribe. Tupatane wakati mwingine.